Hi, it's Janice Thompson from. Hi, Jacqueline. It's Janice Thompson from jazzledazzlecraft.co.uk. Um, I've just uh, I've just come on to share some of the mail and hand delivered cards I've received over the last week or two. Just I apart from the sheer joy of receiving things from people, I do keep a hold of them all for inspiration. Hi, Kay. Nice to see you, and you come. And Kerry, this is weird because, oh, yeah, there's a lag. Hi, Esther. Hi, Kerry. Hi, Rails. And yeah, so it, I did have my birthday at the weekend, and it was really exciting. Very odd, not going out for a meal, not meeting up with family as such. I did have a few little visits, but normally be able to have a lunch and a bit of a family gathering, but it's all been different this year, as it has for everybody. However, I have had some amazing gifts received. My sitting room's like a flower shop, and I have some really quite nice things to indulge in, drink, etc. But the biggest joy for me is receiving handmade items, really, but and also bought things that people have put some thought into. But I just thought I'd come on and maybe share a bit of inspiration and show you some things. I've also got at the bottom of the pile where I started in card making. I've actually found my first card that I made with, like, I made invitation for Peter and I's wedding, and we've had our 12th wedding anniversary now, so you'll see that at the end, and kind of just a wee idea of how far I have come. And also, biggest announcement to make, and I'm certainly not touting for it just now, I'm only on to share some inspiration today. I have achieved monetization on YouTube, and that's been something I've been working towards all year. So if you see at the bottom of the chat the wee dollar sign, that is, people can super chat me now if they choose to. I think especially in a crafting one where they're, there they want me to work with a particular stamp set or a particular colour or something, that will be nice. And it just gives me the opportunity to earn more money, and more money means more stamps and more stamping and more fun. Yeah, so it's just a milestone, and in no way will I ever want to make anyone feel obliged to contribute to my crafting. I'm just share my joy in getting a goal, that's all. Mostly I think maybe people who from other countries who aren't able to buy our products but still want to see what we're doing. Excuse me one moment, I'm going to have to answer the door. Talk amongst yourselves. Sorry about that. Oh, Esther, you're so sweet. Thank you very much. You're first. Thank you for that super chat. Kerry, super chat is where people can just make a contribution to your videos to help you keep, so that we can keep on doing what we do. But as I say, that's not really the reason I do my videos, but it's a bonus. and I'm like everyone else trying to earn a living here. So yeah, thank you. And Esther, you're the first. So anyway, let's get back to that parcel wasn't even for me. So just have a wee look at these different things that I've received. I'm all muddled now, running up and down stairs as well. I guess that's good for me. So some time ago, Ruth from Artful Stampin' organised a card send, and I sent my card on to Deborah Mitchum, who sometimes comes in and watches, in I think Canada. My brain is prized. And I have received this one from Christine Ailes, is it? And I've forgotten where Christine is. Oh, no, it wasn't from you, was it? Who sent this to me? I'm mixed up. No, it couldn't. I don't think it was. Who? Because Christine's recently asked me for my address. Somebody. Who sent me this? I don't know. Well, anyway, maybe someone can tell me if you sent this to me. It's got this gorgeous wee poster on it. It was through Ruth's stamp swap. But it's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. She's decorated every part of it, and a lot of Wink of Stella, which I love. Just beautiful. And I love the twine bow. It just adds a bit of texture there. That is gorgeous. I'll need to check that out exactly. And I got this, I received this from Trisha of Smith's Crafty Creations for taking part in something. It's like, I don't know, but it's lovely. And this is using the new Birds and Branches. Super. And there's a bit of sparkle here with Wink of Stella and some beautiful white embossing. So that's good. See, I can't concentrate because somebody super chatted me already. And then I've received this gorgeous Celebrate Sunflowers from one of my team ladies. This is Caroline, and I'm sure she's coloured this with pencils, and it's beautiful. And I like, you know, having she's used early espresso, which is a lot softer than using black. It's really nice. We tag. And nice personal message inside, but it's beautiful. Love it. And I'm pretty sure that's bumblebee even. Yep, fab. Beautiful big card. I'm going to pop that aside till I find the card that goes with it. Okay, so this is from another of my team ladies, and this is our Dress to Impress set that Laura has used. So that's beautiful in a lovely lipstick colour. I will miss that. It's a good colour. Lipstick and high heels. It's a wee while since... Hi Carolyn, you come. Wee while since I've had a requirement for lipstick and high heels. But hey, you never know. Might get dressed up again. And this beautiful... And this is the embossing folder that came with the Hope one in Celebration. This was a Celebration one, and Celebration paper that's coloured in. Isn't it pretty? And it's a lovely, and then I think that's stitched so sweetly at the back there. Oh, it's from Linda Worth. Thank you, Linda. She's also a pootler with me. Now, who's in here that's a demonstrator? Get jealous. I watch and have admired for a long time the work of Jay Soriano of Matuso Crafts. Barry and Jay, they're fantastic crafters, both of them, and I love watching them. So this one, I watched this being made, and I won it for commenting. So how fab is that, and how fab it arrived with my birthday card. Are you jealous, Esther? Look, I've got a J card. I won it for commenting. So do you know, commenting is always worth it. And look, it's just lovely. So I was just on a live stream, and look, the way he has trimmed it and then used a bit on the inside with a wee border here. It's just the wee touches, the style. And you need to go and find, I can't even say it and they know I can't say it, Matuso Crafts. Do have a look at their channel if you're not already a fan of theirs. Both of them do fantastic work. I don't have this embossing folder, but just the wee touches that Jay thought of, put the wee birds onto the wall background, and the way he built up this with the ink and the stamp is fantastic. Yeah, I might frame this one. Got some autographs here as well. I might sell it one day. Anyway, it's delightful, it's beautiful, and it makes me want to do more, which is a passion of mine. Inky, just getting inky and using your stamps to achieve this sort of depth. It's truly beautiful. Oh, what we got here? Embossing. Does anyone here follow Stamping Star Creations? Another amazing crafter who I now have a card from. In fact, I have had other cards from Esther too. So I will be saving all these one day. These cards will be worth something. All these famous crafters. But this is beautiful. When Esther was inking on embossing with the embossing powder, and she was using the stencils and she was mixing up the colours. Were you using sprinkles to get the colour, weren't you? I remember watching that. I just think it's fab. And our little birds from Best Birds, what's the bird one called? Girls and Boys? Because I've forgotten. There's two, shouldn't say that we've got too much or I've got too much, but I've got so many I get. Yeah, it was really good. It's good fun, and that's what I'm needing. It's good therapy, isn't it? Get messy. So thank you so much, Esther. I really appreciate it. And a lovely wee personal message inside. I will treasure this too. And then another one. All the people that I admire. Ruth from Artful Stamping has sent me this birthday card as well. Isn't this gorgeous? Again, I did watch her make it, so it just makes it all the more personal. Free as a bird, that's right. So this is Ruth from Artful Stamping. I'm sure most of you already follow Ruth as well. If you don't follow Stamping Star Creations or Ruth from Artful Stamping, seriously, you really should. And I love the way that I don't have this yet. I don't know why, this ribbon, but it will be on an order soon. But if I'm not careful, I will have ordered the whole catalogue before I know where I am. Everything in it this time is beautiful. Look at all this texture from the embossing and distressing of the card. It's just gorgeous how it's all come together. So, thank you so much, Ruth. I just love it. So again, this is the Forever Fern stamped onto crumb cake. I was going to say biscuit crumbs. They're all beautiful. And this was another card that Ruth sent me. It is a sympathy card because, you know, and I have received a lot of sympathy cards recently when my stepdad died. However, I'm not sharing them just now. I will another day, but I don't want to be sitting here in tears sharing things with you. But I did receive some beautiful, beautiful cards, beautiful words, and some beautiful handcrafted stuff too. This one is, I bought one, but I'm thinking, do you know, I like the colours in it. I think that I probably could use that. It's from a very good school friend of mine, and I think I'm seeing an inspiration. Look, splatters. Look, inky splatters, flowers, butterflies, what's not to like? There's a composition for me, a purple flower, a pink flower, and a couple of butterflies and some splatters. So I will be using that as inspiration. This one is from another very good friend, and it says, just a wee keepsake. This is a card from a print of a friend of ours who was an artist. Sadly, she's no longer with us. She lost her fight with cancer. It may be a couple of years ago now. I do have another card from Kate, but this is one that my friend has sent to me, which is just so sweet and so nice that she thought, quite rightly, that I would like to have another keepsake. So yeah, beautiful. It's a print from one of her paintings. And this one arrived from Germany, from a lady who I am getting to know more and more. And I've got to know Martina from watching Ruth's videos on Ruth's channel, and Martina comes on quite often. I've met her in a Zoom as well, and this is with micro beads and some diamonds. Isn't it pretty? It's the detail inside. She's cut a strip as well there and made a long candle. Isn't that beautiful? And Martina's trademark, I think now, is she embosses the envelopes. Hi Hilary, and you come. The last envelope I got from Martina, the flap was embossed, but look, the whole envelope. I just don't know how. Yeah, she's obviously put it through like that. So the whole thing is embossed. It's what a fantastic idea. I'll have to start doing that. So that is beautiful. So if you're watching, Martina, thank you so much. My granddaughter, Amy, who some of you have seen her attempt at doing a video. She's better than me. She's used her aqua painters that I recently gave her. She's cut bits out of some designer series papers that I've given her, old, but not Stampin' Up papers, but some I was giving her all my old stash from before Stampin' Up. She's drawn her own fish and cut them out. But look at this background. For a 6-year-old, that is fantastic. And she's stamped, look. So isn't it? I'm going to keep this one. I think I'm going to put this one in a frame. Just fab. She's like my little protege. Lovely. And then my daughter. She's liking her Stampin' Up too. She's using up old stash, but she's using, what is the bird one called again? Somebody told, Free as a Bird. She likes this. So, and it was so funny because she said, Mum, I didn't set out to do bluebirds. I was sort of going to try and do blue tits, but she's had this big blob of blue when I was doing it, and so I just made them all. So and I actually think they're just gorgeous. And she thought that looked like a mistake. To me, that looks glorious. I love big inky blob. That's just glorious. But some of us do these things on purpose. So yeah. So again, thank you, Rebecca. It's gorgeous. It's just, I do like handmade. I've always liked a handmade card. And my grandson, he's not really on any of our stamps. He's got his own ideas, his own design, but how fab is that? This is a firework apparently, and then we've got balloons, a balloon for every letter of happy birthday, and circles, and disguised underneath is from Sam. So, but look at the design going on in his head, you know, the colours and lines. There's lots of thought going in here. Do you know, a future designer, I think. Then what's next here? Sending love and paper hugs. That's from our fundraiser. Again, from our bird. Free as a Bird. Yeah, I just love kids' cards, and I love seeing their ideas. It's just fab. So this one is from one of my team ladies. Wow, look at that. Look, stamping. And she sent me her business card in one of her little new holders, which is fab. And again, she's used the Free as a Bird paper, and obviously I need to tie that. Shirley also brought me a little gift. Don't think for a minute, some of these other cards came with gifts too, but they were gifts that were very acceptable but not handmade, so it's not that I don't appreciate them, it's just not so relevant to this video. So also she gave me a lovely bath set in here, some bath toiletries in this lovely bag that she's stamped, hand stamped and handmade. Fab. Holder for our business card, and an absolutely beautiful card and a nice composition. I know I'm very lucky because I'm not done yet. And even my husband, look, he chose Peony Rose card, and I've just received the Peony Rose stamp this week, and I've not inked it yet. Look, a jar. Is that giving me inspiration or what? And a big twirly. So there's a composition. Just watch this space. And even my mum. Butterflies on the sky. Do you know, that's a bit of a stamping project too. Some inky look, inky background, lots of butterflies. We can do this, squirrels. What's that one for? Oh yeah, my brother. That's so funny. It's like, you're so limited where you can buy cards just now. It's my brother that interrupted the video on Friday. He interrupted my live and brought me a bouquet of flowers. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, stamp set, well done. I've been playing with that. So, do you know, loads of inspiration there. So if you see me suddenly putting horns and hats on my seahorses, you'll know where the inspiration came from. And what do you think of this one? I'm missing these bees already. Who else is missing the bees? I want my bees back. The paper was divine. And look at this die cut, these bees die cut in gold, aren't they superb? Beautiful, beautiful embossing. Not a single stray bit there. So this is from one of my team ladies as well. And look, she stamped, it's Ladonia. So, and she's stamped on the inside as well. Beautiful work, thank you very much. Oh, this just be my friend. Look, thanks for being that friend, the sloth that can hang out. Yeah, I can't believe that the bees went. Hi Ruth, I didn't notice you popping in. So yeah, there's another recomposition. We do have a sloth set as well, but I'm sure, you know, even just a couple of birds. We've got the new wee coffee set coming in. Hi Randy. I'm nearly done anyway. Oh, you're going to get strawberries. Woohoo! Yeah. So it gives me inspiration as well. Hanging out with a coffee. Well, can't wait to hang out with my friends with coffee again. I'm so missing that. I do like to go meet someone for a chit chat and a coffee. Will it come back? I hope so. It's a little box and a bag that Shirley and from my team also gave me. And so all she's done here, and it's so effective, is one of these white paper craft bags that you can buy anywhere. Well, you missed all the gorgeous cards, Ruth. You'll have to check back because you feature in there as well, along with some other famous crafty people. So I've got designer series paper here, pardon me, just on each side, and a lovely wee tag. Isn't that super? Just easy but effective. And a lovely wee box. It's your time to shine. That's just crying out for a lipstick, I think. So that's the end of the ones that I've remembered to put in the basket. There's others, and I'm sorry if I've missed you out and you have sent me something. I do apologise. But as you know, I'm not very organised and I'm very untidy. But hey, I just wanted to show you. I was tidying out and I came across these. And this is when I started thinking, after these, that's when I started thinking about. So this was me, Peter and I were getting married on the 25th of April 2008. And I thought, I was looking at invitations and, you know, a second marriage for both of us. So we weren't in for making such a huge investment and all these sort of things. And I thought, I can do that. So I had a desktop publisher type thing on my computer at the time. So, and I bought some of these. I went in a card making shop, came out with a few sheets of peel-offs, which I rarely use now, but you know, you've got to start somewhere, and this is what I came up with. This is printed on the computer, so is all that. But even just sitting going through them and sticking these on, I thought, oh, I did that myself. So it kind of where I started, and then I started looking into it more. And then in 2011, my son was getting married, and I had done a few cards at that point, but again, it was mostly like it was very just buying bits here and there. However, they asked me to make their invitations. So this was my prototype, which I don't think is too bad for someone who'd hardly been making cards. So I did a gatefold, and all their information went inside. And so my daughter-in-law said she liked purple and black together, and she liked butterflies. So this was really me coming up. So I made the invitations my gift to them. So, and I did enjoy doing these ones, I really did, because I had made it personal to them. I know it's peel-offs, but look, there's some stamp in there. So yeah, this where I came from. These were 2011, and now it's now. So we all do a journey of our crafting, and it's developing all the time and changing all the time. I'm watching other people, and I'm adopting things that I like from their work. So there you go. And do you know what? She had her dress had black in it as well. She was absolutely divine. Another beautiful bride. But yeah, I did the invitations as my gift, and I have done invitations as my gift to quite a lot of family people, and I have taken quite a few commissions for wedding invitations, but not such a big market for that right now. But hey, anyway, that's where we came from. What I do now is quite a bit different. So that's that. So once I've done a few more I'm posting out prizes from my catalogue launch the other day, and I'm preparing stuff for the craft kits, and then I'm going to go on Facebook in a wee while and advertise my paper share to my customers. But this is what I'm playing with, and I might come back on later. I'm thinking of a Z-fold card I have been stamping onto this designer series paper, and I'm liking it, and I'm seeing that in a more of sort of 3D type card, maybe a bridge card or a Z-fold, a double Z-fold. And this was me just exercising my stamp, get a hold of all the stamps and have a go. And I actually quite like what I finished up with. Learned a few things about the stamps on the way. So yeah, I'm going to mostly the in colours in there, but I added in Granny Apple Green and Blushing Bride in there just to have a look. So I'm not sure where I'm going, but I may come on live later on today and develop this, but I do have to go and do some of the more admin type tasks that we demonstrators have to do. So it's not all just playing. Anyway, thank you so much, and thank you so much, Esther, for my super chat. We've broken the ice on that one, so yeah, we'll get in there, yeah. Sorry, Jacqueline, got to make sure the stamps are cut properly. I'm not with you. Anyway, I always just get the stamps out and just stamp all over the paper just to see what they do, and then that'll chop up and make into some wee cards or a gift bag or something. Make a nice kids gift bag, wouldn't it? Yay! Yeah, you've got to. I didn't. It's completely brand new ink pads as well, so working out what's doing what. But I'm happy with the results. It's a bit of fun. But I think I might do a full sheet stamping with this, but using maybe some of the structures that Ruth from Artful Stamping has. Oh, Ruth, thank you so much. That was so funny that came up just as I mentioned your name. Thank you for that super chat. Yeah, Ruth has taught us to do some, structure in our one sheet wonder stamping. So I'm thinking I might be able to apply that to this. In fact, I know I can apply it to this and make it interesting. So I'll possibly come back on later and play with this a bit more. But for the moment, I'm going to go and give you all some peace for a wee while. I'm so thrilled. Thank you so much for the super chats, and thank you very much everybody for all the support that you've been giving me on this journey. And to me, the journey's just begun. We just keep going, keep on going. Thanks, Jamie. And Louisa, I didn't say hello to you earlier. If I haven't said hello, I'm saying hello now to everybody, and I'm also saying goodbye till later. A bientôt.